3rd, 2025, and it's time for Earth Magic Monday. I've got my Earth Magic cards here. I've got my classic Rider-Waite-Smith, and I've got my Aquarian deck. So we're going to read for Earth Magic today, and that means that we're going to use the Earth Magic cards to help us get a message for the week, find out how we can get connected, how we can get grounded, what kind of energy from the Earth and the universe can we most benefit from. So that is what we're going to be working on today. Good morning, Divine Timing. So nice to see you. Let me go ahead and get these cards out here. I've started waiting until I actually begin the video to do the shuffling, because I found that it helps give people time to come in and actually see the readings. Then they don't miss anything, and there's not a whole lot of rewinding and fast forwarding to sort of get to where I'm answering the questions. So good morning, Nightfall Vibes. Good morning, Stephen Yuri. I hope everyone had a really great weekend. I had a nice weekend. I got to get outside a little bit, go for some walks. I got to play some games with my family, which is so much fun. You know, my children are all adults now, so game time is a different story than it used to be when they were younger, obviously. We're playing some fun family games and cooking some good food and just doing those things where we can connect as a family. So I hope everyone else found their groove this weekend. I am going to keep shuffling these cards until I'm told to stop, but honestly, I'm feeling like it's just about ready for me to start pulling. Your weekend was very eventful. Mardi Gras, that is amazing. I'll bet that was so much fun. That's one place I've always wanted to go and haven't been yet. I want to go to New Orleans, and we had a trip planned a couple years ago, and then something came up. One of my cats ended up needing emergency vet care, and that kind of wiped out our vacation savings. So we had to put that trip off, but that's definitely on my bucket list. I definitely think that that's going to be a fun city to visit. Let's see what's coming in here. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, source, universe. What do we need to know this week? What is our Earth Magic message? Here we go. Here we go. This feels right. River, movement. We have not received this card yet. This is a new card from this deck, this movement card. Let's see, and I want to hold the card up so you guys can all see how beautiful the art is on this deck. Shape-shifting, we have received that a few times. Last time we got the shape-shifting card, it was with stillness. That was maybe last week or the week before. But do you guys remember that reading? We were given the directive to shapeshift through stillness and meditation. And this is a very different vibe when it's starting with movement. So we're still in that shape-shifting phase. Wow. And then we have dance, celebration. So let's just start. Take a good look at that message. Movement, shape-shifting, and dance. It's time for us to really start getting busy here. It's time for us to begin moving in a way that feels good, that feels like a celebration of life, that gets us out of the stagnation of winter and winter rest. Okay? And I am one of those people that comes from a family where people throw around old sayings all the time. You know, especially my mother. She always had her old sayings, and she was like every year on March 1st she'd say, "In like a lion, out like a lamb." And sure enough, March 1st this year, just like always, the wind was like whoosh, and we went for a walk outside, and it was still pretty chilly, but the sun was shining and the wind was just going crazy. I mean, the wind was off the charts. And I said, this is it. This is in like a lion, out like a lamb. And this is how we all get kind of woken up. All the trees and plants are getting moved around, and things are starting to rustle, and they're going to start getting lively. And that's our message today with the earth magic. It's movement and shape shifting and celebration. Is there something else coming in? Perspective. Yeah, let's see what's going on there. Activation and breath. So still, when we get this breath card, it's a reminder to breathe through connection, to meditate, to be fully present to the aspect of life. And just like the trees breathing in and out, recycling the carbon, recycling the sunlight, we have our own job here, and we work in tandem with nature. So getting into that rhythm, which is another aspect of the celebration card, the dance card, we are getting in the rhythm this week to feel fully alive and awake again after our time in the winter months, when even if you're in a warmer climate, things are still very different. The energy feels very different than it does in the spring and summer and fall. So here we have our Earth Magic Monday reading. We are definitely being asked to start jostling ourselves, moving around, getting in tune with the rhythm of the season, taking that shift from winter into spring, and getting ready to grow. We're waking our cells up, we're waking up our DNA, and it's an opportunity outside of the astrological aspects of shifting and emergence. Connecting with the season and the cycles of the earth around us is a really important way for us to get in the groove of things, really changing the structure of our DNA, changing our cells, getting everything ready to go. So that's our job this week. And your perspective is going to be important, because whatever you are coming from is what you're going to activate into this season. Okay, does that make sense? So remember how important your thoughts are in terms of how you're navigating your experiences and your emotions, and where your perspective is. It's going to be a key aspect for everyone to stay in a perspective of what they want to create. All right, so there's our message. Let's pull the Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm thinking actually we're being asked to pull some Aquarian cards to follow up with today's reading on Earth Magic. So let me move these over to the side and pull our Aquarian deck. So how are we being asked to move and breathe and celebrate and shapeshift? Where can we begin our perspective from? What point in space can our perspective begin from? Everybody walking around here on this planet has their own unique perspective in every imaginable way. We are so unique in that way, and it's one of the things that makes us really important in terms of allowing the creator to perceive the creation. So our unique perspective is, I think, an underrated attribute of being a human. And that's so important. It's so important to recognize that. Because what our filters create is what we see, and then what we see we end up reinforcing, right? So what can we get? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Let me open the floor for Spirit to come through in a message that pertains to our Earth Magic reading. Six of Swords in reverse, that's the perspective. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups. Okay, this is the celebration card. So Really, really important. The reason we got that celebration card is because it's going to influence our perspective. We've got to be able to have that faith that everything is going to be okay. We have to have the faith that we actually have influence over our environment. And to have the most profound influence, we've got to come from a place of celebration. We've got to celebrate our opportunity here. No matter what situation we're in, we are given an opportunity to choose how we go about it, what our feelings and thoughts are in that moment. And sometimes we forget to have faith, and sometimes that causes us to drop the ball and kind of be on a wayward path. And it's our invitation right now that if you have stumbled in some way, to get back on that track. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Justice card, and then the Two of Rods in reverse. Don't let your current situation be what gets in the way of justice here. Don't be afraid to make some changes. Don't be afraid to be a black sheep in your family. And assume that any discomfort right now, anything that seems unexpected or causes you to feel worried or stressed, assume that there's a reason for that to be occurring that you just don't understand yet. And that if you can celebrate even the situation of feeling like you're lacking stability in some way or lacking connection, use that as your springboard to find a solution or find a celebration. Seek out the silver lining right now. That is how you're going to achieve the justice in a situation. And that is going to have an impact on which way you choose to go next. Life is all about springboards. We're constantly being given opportunities to take chances, to do something else, to step into the next timeline or energetic shift or concept. And it's really important that we're aware of those things and we take advantage of them as they occur. And now is an opportunity to do that. Don't overthink it. Knight of Swords coming in here in reverse, Queen of Cups coming in here in reverse, and then the Star coming in reverse. You don't need to think about anything right now. You want to be leading with this High Priestess. You got to be ready to celebrate and listen for your intuition. Let your heart guide you a little bit right now and your gut guide you. Try not to overthink too much, because especially when things are looking disastrous or catastrophic or even uncomfortable, we tend to seek out all the ways in which it could go wrong. And then inevitably we end up creating problems that we don't need to create. So step away from that direction right now. Just move, just shapeshift, just celebrate, okay? Have that faith and create your next situation. All right, is there anything else that we need to know about this? Your Page of Rods, this is your opportunity for inspiration and learning something new. It absolutely is. Anytime you get a page card, you're being told you have an opportunity to learn something. And in this case, with the rods, it's an opportunity to learn about something that's really inspiring for you and will help you on your spirit journey. So there's our Earth Magic Monday reading. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think that's the message I needed to hear today, and I imagine others did as well. Let me go ahead and shuffle these cards back in, and I'll take a look and see who's commenting and if we have any questions today that need some answers. All right, good morning. Thanks, I did. It was very eventful. Worked all weekend, exhausted, nightfall vibes. I hope you get some rest today. Took the kids. It was fun. Good. I should have said, Ahmad, why? Ahmad, I'm not sure what you're asking why to, but if you want to pop that question in with a little bit more elaboration, I'll be happy to answer that. Hi, Stephen Edits. So good to see you here. All right, divine timing. What do you need to hear most today? What does divine timing need to hear most today? Ooh, the Emperor coming in. So remember, the Emperor card is about really being an excellent captain of your ship and understanding how to keep that machine running properly. It's when you have a keen awareness of your environment and the people within your environment and how everything works together, and you're the one who takes the lead in making sure things continue to run smoothly. So leading with the Emperor today is, and then the Hierophant coming in here. So you've got two powerhouses of like making things run a certain way. You know, the Hierophant is about institutions, things that have worked forever, you know, tried and true methods of doing and being. That's what you get from the Hierophant. There's an aspect of higher learning in the Hierophant. And you can apply this to physical institutions like churches and schools or companies that you're working for if they're, you know, well established. Or you can lean into the aspects of the card that talk more about traditions and cycles and staying within a certain pattern. So what, and then the Three of Cups coming in. What a beautiful spread for divine timing today. The Three of Cups is about getting together with people that you enjoy being around and celebrating. And it also recognizes the Mother, Maiden, and Crone. So divine timing today, I'm feeling very much like you need to be the base of the pyramid, okay? How do I need to say this so that divine timing gets the understanding of this message? You're creating the foundation of something today. And because of your acumen, you are the one to create the foundation for this. You are going to be creating a situation where other people get involved, and you're going to be the one who can guide them into how things are going to work. If you've been thinking about starting a new business, for example, this would be your time to really get your plans in place. If you've been thinking about taking on any kind of creative endeavor or passion project or something that's going to establish you and your foundation for a good long while, it's time to focus that energy today in creating something like that. Okay? That's your message for today. This could be a really good start for you. It's like the energy is available to you right now to pull from and kind of give you that extra boost so that you're not swimming against the current with anything. So if you've been thinking about starting a business or going back to school or starting in a new job that is in your long-term path, your long-term goals, today is the day for you to start setting the foundation for that, okay? And really being an active creator. All right, so anything else for divine timing? The Empress, don't forget to take care of yourself through the process. Sometimes when you have the Emperor card, you can be a little bit too pragmatic. You can forget to take care of yourself in order to make sure that everything else is running properly. The Empress is here to remind you when she's in reverse that you may be at mercy of the Emperor right now, and you gotta remember to allow yourself the healing and the rest and the love and the energy inward as much as outward. Does that make sense for you? So just because you're going to harness this energy today and create something for the future doesn't mean you're forgetting about taking care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, your own surroundings, your environment. That's going to be pretty important. And I'm hearing that. Right now, something really came through for that. If you are at home and you are trying to establish this new foundation for something, before you begin, clear your visual sight line and make sure that everything is in its place, so that that's going to help sort of reinforce the energy of foundation for you. It's going to help you have a clear mind. It's going to help you move freely and creatively. I'm feeling like for you today, your environment at home or wherever you're going to be, home, car, work, wherever it is, you need to make sure that it's suitable for you before you get started. All right. So not a procrastination game with that one. Just take a few minutes to make sure your space is clear. All right. Amber A, hello. I'm so glad that you came back. I'm so sorry that I missed your question last time you were in here. And if it's okay with everyone, Amber A put a question in the comments section right as I was closing out, and I did not get to see their question until after the video finished processing. So I'm going to read her question right now and answer hers to make sure that she gets taken care of, because she's actually been waiting since last week. So welcome back, Amber A. It's really good to see you. I'm so glad you came back. Okay, what do I need to know about the rest of the month? All right, let's find out. What does Amber A need to know for the rest of the month? Amber A, I'm getting some pressure right here, and it feels like a block. Can you please just release your request into, the universe, or let your ancestors and spirit guides know that it's okay for me to communicate with them and read this message for you? Because I'm feeling like a block. And this time it's a headache kind of a block, which is rare. So there's really some resistance, I think. So if I have permission, I'm going to read for Amber A and find out what they need to know for the rest of the month. Could we please have that reading for Amber A? Yes, okay, you need different cards here, Amber A. We're getting the Rider-Waite-Smith deck for you. Could we please have a reading for Amber A? We'd like to know what Amber A needs to know for the rest of the month. Shake it out a little bit. Loosen up a little bit. What does Amber A need to know for the rest of the month? Or just sticking. Ooh, the High Priestess is leading the charge here. So let's see what she wants to tell us. This is going to be a message from Beyond the Veil today. High Priestess represents listening carefully to your intuition and understanding that there is more information to understand that you have not yet been exposed to. Wow. And then the Three of Cups. Divine Timing had the Three of Cups, and we had the Three of Cups in our Earth Magic reading today. So that's a really important aspect of the whole theme today. You want to harness on the aspects of the Mother, Maiden, and Crone. Those are aspects that we, when combined, find a great deal of power. There's a great deal of power when those three get together. There's a huge light that shines from that. It's like it. It's almost like if you can imagine like the Care Bear stare. You know, it's not just about caring though. It's about bringing all of those elements together to create something that is bigger than the sum of its parts. The Mother, Maiden, and Crone. All right, this is wisdom, beauty, youth, energy, vitality, the nurturing. Okay, these are really profound archetypes to be wielding right now. And if you're starting with the High Priestess and then the Three of Cups, it's really important that you bring that energy with you through the month of March. Okay, that's the first thing. And you want to be celebrating. You want to be dancing along with this rhythm right now. You're getting the Knight of Cups in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and then the Five of Pentacles upright. There's a chance that you could be a person who can sometimes get stuck in the doldrums. Maybe you sometimes find it difficult to celebrate or to be really joyful and happy. And it doesn't come from necessarily a place of anxious overthinking all the time. It comes from another place of sort of an underlying sadness or melancholy. All right. And it's a fear of abandonment and a fear of scarcity and a fear of loss. There's also a sense coming through that I'm hearing for you that is, you don't always feel as though you're, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Deserving of receiving. And you want to recognize that you are Mother, Maiden, Crone right now and celebrate that. Don't let yourself get swept away in a melancholy state. It's too important this month in March. You need to keep leading the charge with understanding that there's more to life than whatever that is. So if that hits you this month, see if you can navigate through it, energetically speaking. Yeah, it's an opportunity for you to actually deal with something and move forward. There's an opportunity coming your way. This Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. It's something that's going to be handed to you this month, and you don't want to be here in this misjudgment arena of scarcity and lack and melancholy. Yeah, if that's the case, if you get sort of obsessive sometimes, and that is definitely coming through here with that, like getting stuck in a melancholy type of situation. You want to harness the Mother, Maiden, Crone, harness the opportunity to celebrate, and you will receive. Like, that's your job. You don't need to work on deserving something. You already deserve this opportunity. The only reason you don't get it is because sometimes you get stuck here with these three. Yeah, and this is like fear-based. You're afraid to be curious about stuff because you really aren't expecting, you're not very hopeful sometimes. And you're not expecting good things to come your way with ease. This month you're being asked to assume that the universe is conspiring with you and wants to hand you things. It wants things to work out well for you. Yeah, communicate it. Don't be afraid to communicate it. There's a breakdown in your Mother, Maiden, Crone. You see you've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Cups upright, okay? You need to allow the communication to occur. You are part of the co-creation process here. And when you get stuck here with these three, let me hold those up. That causes you fear and trepidation, and you don't see the world as a friendly place. And so it stops you from being able to communicate in the way that you need to be communicating. So this is your message for the month. This is not small scale. This is pretty big scale for you. This is like your spirit journey, okay? And then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. What do we need to know about those? The Star in reverse. Okay, yeah, you're really going to be feeling stuck at some point this month. It's like you're afraid to try something again that's important to you because of past failures. You're afraid to change course because you found that you can survive where you are right now in whatever this space has been. And you're really just kind of paralyzed in some areas. And that is ready for a breakthrough. Okay, you're ready for a breakthrough there. That's holding you kind of back from receiving. Yeah, and you got to let go of some of your worries. Yeah, you've definitely had some things in your life that did not work out the way that you wanted them to, and it's probably caused quite a bit of pain and sadness. When the Queen of Pentacles comes out here in reverse like this kind of failure, pain, and sadness could easily be a reading for someone who is having a hard time getting pregnant or someone who has had several miscarriages. And that can be very specific for some people. It can also be a situation where you've tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and failed for anything that's important to you. So it's time for you to kind of come out of yourself a little bit. Boy, you're getting another slew of cards that's like you've been working really hard and not getting anywhere. A lot of treading water. You got to get into, and there's disappointment. There's something big that you're dealing with. There's a big disappointment that you're trying to get through right now. How are you going to get through it? Okay. There's something major. It's a major piece of your puzzle. And it's caused you a great deal of worry and pain. And it's been like you haven't really even been able to get out of it because you don't have the energy to focus on getting out of it. And so you keep on getting stuck here. But what you haven't realized is that this has been like a slow cooking frog where you keep on adding on a little bit more weight, a little bit more weight, a little bit more weight, and you don't realize how much this is dragging you down. So look at something in your life and see what you need to release yourself from. There's a relationship that probably isn't doing well as a result of this, or the relationship that isn't doing well could be part of the cause of this. And it's preventing you from seeing what you need to see. Okay, March is going to try to hand you an opportunity, but you've got to try and keep yourself elevated in a place where you expect good things to come to you. Okay, that's really important for you this March because it's trying to come through for you, and it's going to be there for you. But you got to keep on navigating with the backbone that you have. Apparently you have a really strong backbone, which is what allows you to hold all this on and just keep going. You've got to start releasing some of what you're holding on to, like letting go of some of the baggage and making the energetic space, okay, in order to receive what March is trying to hand you. So part of that means get out there and have a good time. Loosen up, celebrate, see if you can get some good energy coming in to inspire you to kind of have some hope, okay? There's a lot of heavy coming through for you today. And it's important that you hear that you understand that this is not your imagination. If you're feeling like you get tired, it's not in your head. It's because you're holding on to way too much. So thank you for letting me read your cards. Thank you for that reading. Let me rewind here a little bit. Let me go back up here because, okay. Okay, Stephen Yuri. Your question came in before Amber A. Thank you for being patient and letting me get that reading out to her. Your question is, I didn't do that situation with my family yet. How does that outcome look? Okay. How does the outcome look? Situation with Stephen Yuri's family. How does that outcome look? Of, let's see, the outcome of acting on the situation. How does the outcome of acting on the situation look? Okay, King of Wands coming in upright, first thing. Wheel of Fortune. It's looking good, Stephen. It's looking like you should understand that you really have a lot. You're holding the cards here. You've got what you need in order for this to work out really well and get what result you're looking for. You're the one who understands your situation the best. And if you act on that understanding and move forward with your plan, it's going to go really well. This Wheel of Fortune is in the upright position. So as long as you don't want to get stuck, like, on your plan. I'm hearing that come through. Like, you do want to be able to stay agile. All right. And as things arise, address them as needed, like, be flexible throughout here. And then you have the Four of Pentacles coming in, and you want to hold on tight to what outcome you want. You want to remain flexible with how things come up and how you address things along the way. And be open to changes, but not when it comes to your own safety and boundaries and the outcome you're looking for. Okay, like, choose your real desired goal. Choose your real desired outcome. What are you really aiming for here? That's where you're going to have the most success. So be flexible where you can be flexible, but don't lose sight of your goal here. And keep a clear head. Keep a really clear head about you. Keep your wits about you when you're going through this process. Don't get persuaded by anyone else or anything else that could throw you off course or off balance. And move through this with a degree of curiosity, but keep your sights set on what your intentions are. Okay, don't get distracted or persuaded. Definitely stay the course. And yeah, just be curious. Keep some hope and know that this is going to work out well. Okay? So yeah, there's your reading. I think it's going to go really well. I think it's a good outcome. Anything else? You got the 10 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Wands in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups. There are going to be a few things that you have to let go of. There are going to be a couple of things that you can't carry along with you. Not everyone is going to be happy about this, okay? And you don't necessarily need to prioritize their interests right now. It's like you got to hold on to what you know to be right. And I'm not saying you should steamroll anyone, but you know how to navigate this. Be empathetic toward it and be understanding, but don't let that persuade your outcome. All right? That's important because some people involved in this are going to feel like really unhappy about it. They're going to be really disappointed. You're not going to be able to make everybody happy in this one. So you gotta, that's why it's important for you to stay clear on your ultimate goal. All right? And you're not going to lose anyone. It's not like something is going to be so detrimental where you're burning bridges. Navigate it. Navigate it with empathy and compassion, and you'll be all right. Thank you for that question, and thank you for that answer. Chandru, hello, namaste. Teresa K. Wow, I feel like I was brought to the stream on purpose. Welcome in, Teresa K. Chandru, yes, you can get a reading, and then Teresa K, I will answer your question as well. So Chandru, what reading would you like? You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Motivational Vibes has been in here since the beginning, and they've got a question. So I'm going to read Motivational Vibes, and then I'll do Chandru and Teresa, and then Marie, I see you in here. You're definitely going to get a reading as well. Motivational Vibes. Hi, will I be going into the real estate career this year and focus on the family degree later? I feel real estate energy is pushing me. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. All right. So is Motivational Vibes going to be leaning into real estate this year, or and then doing the family degree later? How is the real estate? How is the real estate for Motivational Vibes? Is this an opportunity that they should be really moving along with? Real estate. The High Priestess in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The Empress in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. Queen of Cups upright. Three of Swords in reverse. Judgment upright. The Emperor upright. Seven of Cups upright. And the Hermit upright. Okay. You feel like the real estate is really pushing you, but I don't know that that is going to be the best thing for you. There appears to be information that has not come out yet about real estate, or maybe with the real estate company that you're looking into working with. I'm not getting a good vibe with the real estate. You really need to pause on that, okay? This Queen of Cups here, she's saying like, okay, I understand that this seems like an exciting thing and could be really good, but there's something you don't know about it. And it's not going to be what you thought it was. And it's going to end up killing the momentum for some stuff and changing course. That might be something that you want to pause on and consider not really following right now. Yeah, I think it's just clouding your judgment and getting you thrown off track. You need to do a little bit more soul searching and see if that's really what you should be doing. It almost feels like you're in a situation where the degree is going to require a tremendous investment for you. And you're not really sure if that's what you want to do. So you're not willing to make that investment yet. And that might be one of the reasons why you're thinking about doing the real estate thing. But the real estate thing is a distraction. And you actually have what it takes to stay on course with the degree. So use this Hermit energy. The Hermit is saying to take some time to self-reflect, okay? And when I see these cards coming out in the lead like this for a question that you asked, High Priestess, Chariot, Empress, and Hangman all in reverse, it just is telling me that that is not the right direction, that there's something you don't know, there's something you can't anticipate, and you're going to end up hitting a wall. You're not going to end up having, it's just not going to turn out the way you think it's going to turn out in the real estate situation. The Two of Cups represents a good partnership. The Six of Wands represents getting people on board, and then the Fool represents looking in a new direction. So what are those cards saying to you? It may be time for you to get some more people on board and talk to some people and see if you can establish a support system, and consider that this is maybe not the dichotomy that that you feel it is. Maybe it's not just about, no, that's not what I'm hearing. Yeah, what I'm hearing is that the degree situation is the best thing for you. That's a new beginning for you that's going to really take you places, and you're going to feel good about it. That's your partnership, not the real estate. Not the real estate. The degree is the partnership. And you want to move ahead with that. See if you can get help. If it seems like it's overwhelming or daunting, see who you can pull on board to assist you and guide you. But yeah, and look, and then you have the Hierophant. That's your way here. If you're making a choice between real estate or the degree is what's getting the green lights, not the real estate. The real estate, I'm getting like, there's something you don't know, something's not what it seems to be, something's not going to work out, there's something that's going to happen that's going to prevent you from getting the results you're looking for. Whereas with the degree, it's like, this is the path. This is what's going to bring you what you need. So, might not be what you wanted to hear today. But sometimes it's just got to be said, you know. Sometimes universe is like, well, I don't know that we can sugarcoat anything or try to be soft in any direction, you know. Sometimes it's just got to be a loud, clear message so that you know what you're dealing with. All right. So thank you for that question, and thank you for that answer. Now, let me bring this a little closer so that I can read more clearly. All right. So I'm going to go back up here because we had Chandru and Teresa K. You both have a request for a reading, and your answer is yes. And I just want to scroll down and see what your questions are. Okay, so Chandru, I've got your question in here. What does March and April look like for me? Divine guidance. All right, divine guidance for Chandru, March and April, please. Let's do March first. Divine guidance for March, please, for Chandru. do we have divine guidance for Chandru in March, please? Okay. So in March, you want to be working towards something, all right? You need to be putting your time in March and practicing, honing in on your skills, really getting good at whatever it is you want to accomplish. March is your time to let go of past disappointments. Don't put good money after bad. If you are moving past a defeat, let it go. Let it stay behind you in February and move forward working on something new, okay? You're going to be inspired. You're going to be highly motivated and inspired if you can start turning up the heat on practicing something. All right. Then this is where the energy for March stops. I love that you sent me that message because I was thinking, how do I know when April begins? Okay, so what do we need to know for April? Okay, so March is about working on what you want to get better at, focusing on honing in your skills and being open to inspiration. You're going to be inspired by something in March. Now, what's going on for April? What is Chandru's divine guidance for April? Ace of Swords in reverse, Hanged Man in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 10 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so in April, there may be a little bit of a situation coming in April that is uncomfortable. And it seems like I'm getting the rumors circulating. People maybe talking behind your back, or people working against you, people misjudging you, like not really seeing you for who you are, and then you in turn misjudging a situation. And I think maybe you're going to hold on too tightly to your perspective in April when it comes to something, and it might cause problems. When this occurs, you want to lean into your family support, okay? If you have a falling out elsewhere, like with friends or coworkers or something, lean into your family, all right? They'll help to guide you back to what you need, because you're going to need the care, you're going to need the love, and then you're also going to need to take a beat. Like, don't react. When this happens in April, rather than react to it, just kind of chill out at home. Like, lean on the people who you know are on your side and know that they have the emotional resources and maybe even the physical resources to help you out. And you need that before moving forward, because if you try to just address it by reaction, you're going to be lacking the perspective and energy and clarity that you need. Yeah, and just lean on family. In April, your message is to lean on the people who you trust. Lean on your family, okay? And family can sometimes mean, not always biological. So figure out who this is referring to in terms of family. The people who you feel like are your family. That's who you need to lean on in April. Okay, so for right now, for March, you're focusing on honing in on your skills, practicing, working hard, staying focused. All right, in April, something might occur that is not based on truth. Okay, and you don't want to just react to it. You want to get some reinforcements first. Okay, take a beat in April. So, okay, thank you for that question and thank you for that answer. Teresa K., you were back up next. Am I hoping my reset new path is, I am hoping my reset / new path is the correct decision. Okay, Let's find out. Teresa K. Teresa K is choosing a new path, a reset. Is that the correct decision? New path, reset, correct decision. Teresa K. Path, reset, Teresa K. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. This is I mean, there is no clearer answer to your question than the upright judgment card. This represents using good judgment and also listening to your calling. So the answer, Teresa K, is yes, it is definitely the correct decision. You have used really good judgment. You're choosing to be vulnerable. And totally open to this calling to reset, to change course. And you're going into it with a degree of curiosity and friendliness and like hope. You know, you're ready for a new experience here. There's novelty in this card coming out. And this is a massive transformation. Beautiful reading for your question. I mean, this is everything that you would want to get for your reading in knowing, and then you have I retract my last statement because you would also definitely want to get the Ace of Pentacles on here. So yes, good judgment, listening to your calling, vulnerable to the reset, going into it with curiosity and hope, feeling of newness, feeling of friendliness, being ready for a massive transformation and taking the opportunity that's here for you because it's a good one. So yeah, big resounding yes. Big energy on the yes there. Thank you for that question, Teresa K. I hope you were able to stick around for the answer there. Thank you for that answer. All right, let me go back up a little bit. Things have gotten a little bit wonky with the order. I'm trying to keep everybody in order of when they actually post their question. So, all right, so we've done these guys. I so appreciate that you guys came in today. All right, can I get a reading, please? Yes, we got Chandru, we got Teresa K, we got Amber A, we got Motivational Vibes. Marie. Okay, Marie, good morning. I'm just now watching. The big disappointment is of myself. Lack of energy, most definitely because my disappointment has brought my vibration so low. Good morning, Marie. I'm so thankful that you're here today. I really appreciate you coming in and visiting. Let's see if we can get this question answered for you. Let me back up here, make sure I'm going to post question. Okay, good. Can I ask a question? Okay, so Marie, your question. Does Spirit have anything to enlighten me on or wise words of clarity? Okay, Marie has a question. Could we have an answer for Marie, please? Could we please know, does Spirit have anything to enlighten them on or wise words for clarity? Marie needs a Spirit guide question answered. What does Spirit need Marie to know? What can we enlighten Marie today? Clarity, enlightenment. Marie needs clarity and enlightenment. She's seeking spiritual guidance. Marie, give me just sort of a mental thumbs up, please. Just let your spirit guides know that it's okay. It's okay for me to be reading this for you today. You know, just because I receive messages from spirit doesn't mean that there aren't privacy regulations along this. It's funny because you'd think that just posting a question there is enough, but especially for newer visitors, if you haven't actually given me the green light or my spirit guides the green light, your spirit guides are going to be like, there's a lock here. I'm not going to just let you access Marie's energy without permission. So it's funny how that works, and I feel it. I feel it when it's there, and then I feel it when it's been released and access has been granted. Do I have permission now? Thank you. All right, what does Marie need to know? Clarity, enlightenment. She's feeling kind of low vibe lately. What can we say to Marie to help? Does she need to know? All right, first things first, Marie, you do have a team up there. You've got a team surrounding you. Some of them are actually ancestors that you may have met in this lifetime. Some of them are ancestors that you haven't met physically in this lifetime. I'm getting a crossroads message coming in. Like something about right now, your spirit guides can't say too much. Like this has to be something that you do. So what can we send for Marie? Lots of worry. Okay, there's a lot of stress, anxiety. A lot of that is in this card. This is the Nine of Swords here. There are two things about this card. One of them is just that your thoughts are keeping you so stressed, so anxious. This is being pinned to anxiety, pinned to feelings of worry and thoughts that keep you stuck. The other thing about this is that the 9 comes just before the completion of the 10, okay? And it serves a few purposes. It's like one of the purposes is being afraid of how things are going to end, being afraid of how things are going to turn out, being afraid of things coming to an end, or thinking that they're going to end in the worst case scenario. There's a feeling of negative anticipation of impending doom, and this card is a reminder that that's our thoughts. Those are our beliefs. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. These swords are straight across. They are parallel with you, parallel with the earth, okay? Or perpendicular to you, parallel to the earth. They're cutting straight across. There's no slant up or down. So there's no indication that your thoughts are accurate or inaccurate. They're just simply your thoughts, okay? So that's really, really important for you to hear right now, is that your thoughts are going to dictate how things turn out. And right now your thoughts are in a cycle of worry and stress. You're going to have a choice to make. You've got the 3 of Wands coming up. And remember I said this is a crossroads coming through? This is a crossroads. This is your opportunity to make a choice and decide which direction you're going in. And that choice is going to be based on your thoughts, okay? Justice card coming in reverse. Don't make a decision based on fear right now, okay? If you're trying to make decisions right now, you're probably going to end up making the wrong one because they're going to be rooted in fear. So let's see how we can remedy that. Well, the first thing that I'm getting is this. You got to move, okay? You got to move around. Trauma gets stuck in the body, and anxiety and fear and trauma and stress, the longer you stay still, the bigger the trauma gets. Action is the antidote to anxiety. So I don't care, and your spirit guides don't care, if all you do is get up out of bed and walk around, or do jumping jacks, or go outside and take a short walk. You have to move. You have to physically get up and move around and do something to help get you out of this constant thoughts, these low vibe energies that you're experiencing. They're coming from your thoughts, and your thoughts are gonna keep trapping you and trapping you. And you need to physically move, okay? So before you make any decisions that are based on fear, first you gotta break out of the cycle of this worry, stress, anxiety, and that's gonna require movement. It's gonna require action, okay? So yeah, and then you get the Ace of Pentacles. That's when your opportunity comes, and that's when you strike. Okay? This is what's going to hand you the next, this is what's going to get you out of what you're doing. So you got to move, you got to act. If you're feeling stressed or anxious, start by just moving, and then once you're moving, start taking action toward fixing a problem or clearing a space. And that can be physically, like physically within your space, like make a bed or put the laundry away or do the dishes. Some productive thing is you got to move. You got to physically move. Okay? So Marie, this is your enlightenment. This is your light bulb. Okay? This is your clarity. You gotta, this Four of Swords, you see when it's an upright, it's someone resting, they're taking a rest. This is the calm, the peaceful state in between when nothing is required. When it's in reverse, it means it's time to move. You gotta get up. 1, 2, 3, go. It's that kind of energy coming in. All right? That's your reading today. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you consider returning. I think it's amazing when we take these shifts, when we make choices and we do something, it's amazing how much the reading changes from one day to the next or 1 week to the next, because our behavior and our action, our thoughts and our emotions absolutely dictate the outcome. So right now your request from Spirit is to just move around and start taking action. And then check in later if you feel so inclined and see how things are moving along. All right? Okay. All right, so we've done Marie, Teresa K, Motivational Vibes, Chandru, Marie, Stephen, Yuri. Great, Stephen. You'll know when the timing is right. You'll know when. There wasn't anything about that reading that said you have to do it right now. It said you know what you need to know, that you're handling it correctly. Motivational Vibes, thanks for your help today. Yeah, I think you're right, Motivational Vibes. I think it feels very overwhelming right now. But you're getting a lot of messages saying that that's going to be a really good thing for you, and that you'll be able to accomplish it. You'll overcome it. That's good to hear, Chandru. It seems like things are really going to be changing for you. Oh God, that's heartbreaking. Chandru, that's hard. I think that's why you were getting the April reading. It probably has to do with that. Wendy Reynolds, welcome in. Hello. Gotcha, Teresa K. Wendy Reynolds, would you like a future reading? Hoping your future is good. Wendy Reynolds, let me know if you have a question. I don't want to just assume that your comment means a request for a reading. So pop in your question if you're still in the room. Teresa K., you're welcome. Marie, love right back at you. ASMR Healing, hi, how are you today? Yes, ASMR Healing would like an update. And then I think after ASMR Healing, if I have a question come in from Wendy Reynolds, I'll go ahead and read that, and then that might be it for today. So ASMR Healing, could we have an update for ASMR Healing, please? You heading out?
Yes, getting my tires changed.
Good luck. ASMR Healing. Certainly some expansion coming through here, ASMR Healing. Some expansion. And some drive. Hunger. ASMR Healing. Update, please. Judgment coming in upright right now. Did you guys see how many times I shuffled that deck just now? And ASMR Healing is also starting with Judgment in the upright position, which we just pulled a few minutes ago. And it's really clear when that card comes in that you are on the right track, that you are listening to your calling, that you are being an active co-creator, and you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable because you know, like because you're listening and you know what you're doing is the right way to be going. The 6 of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Wands upright, wow, and then the 3 of Wands upright, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Moon in reverse, Empress in reverse, Page of Swords. Okay, so here's the thing, and this goes down here. Do not let people persuade you otherwise. Don't let them dissuade you from your current focus and journey. Like, there are going to be people who want to pull you away from focusing on what it is you're focusing on. You don't want to let them have any influence on you right now. This is a very independent moment for you. Other people are not going to understand exactly what you're experiencing. They don't walk your path. They don't know what you know. Okay? You want to stay confident and firm in that. Don't let anybody tell you to go off track. All right? Just keep your eyes open and like, you're being ready to receive right now. And when opportunities arise in the very near future, you get to decide whether or not they fit in with this feeling of being called, with this feeling of being on the right track. Okay? Don't let anybody else make those decisions for you. That's why you're getting this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What happens is, you see the Ace of Pentacles, Moon, and Empress are all in reverse, and then you have this Page of Swords. If there are people in your life who are giving you bad advice, they don't necessarily think they're giving you bad advice. They probably are your support system, and they probably want to be helpful, right? And that makes you doubt yourself. And that makes you think, maybe I'm not on the right track. So if that happens, be aware that just because somebody else is telling you something doesn't mean you're wrong about your original plan or thought or what you're experiencing. You're not wrong about your experience just because someone else suggests that you might be, or they suggest that they have something safer for you to do or something better for you to do. Everybody is walking their own path, and it is absolutely impossible for any one of us to know that our path would work as well for someone else as it did for us. Okay? So be open to saying, thank you but no. Be open to respectfully declining other people's advice, especially if it's unsolicited, and keep on going with your path. Don't let them rock your boat, because they're gonna tell you, you should be listening to your logic. And right now you need to be listening to your intuition. Your intuition is what got you onto this path that you're on right now. And it's not time to abandon that yet. It's time to keep moving forward with that. And remember to keep loving yourself through this. There's so much, I'm feeling so much self-doubt coming in here. And I don't know that that's happened yet. But all it's going to take is for somebody to like plant the seed in you, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong about all this. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I got to do something else. I don't think you should. I think you got to keep your sights set on listening to your intuition and having that faith, listening to your calling, and allowing yourself to be a little bit vulnerable. You've got the 2 and the 3 of wands coming in here, and it's like such a great reminder that this is your path, and you're doing everything that you need to do in order to make sure that it's successful. Yeah, hold on. Just keep holding on. When you have outside influences, you got to stay strong. Don't let them manipulate you in any way, because you're going to be incredibly successful here, whatever it is. Excuse me. There's a lot of abundance in this King of Pentacles card. All right? So you just keep going. Your update is that you're on the right track. Don't let anybody contribute or inspire self-doubt. Okay? You just stay on course. Keep listening to your intuition. Oh, thank you, Marie. It's good to see you again. Hello, Kumar. All right. Let me back up a little bit. Good morning, Sumyadeep. Okay, Wendy Reynolds, here's your question. Am I going to move home? All right. Is Wendy Reynolds going to move home? King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, is this because of a financial loss? Are you in need of like saving money? Are you going back home for financial reasons? And you'll continue to work. Hangman in reverse. Okay. So certainly if this is a financial decision that you're making, um, it's, I don't know. It's like you want to move back home and it's for financial reasons. And it also feels like it's going to give you the opportunity to work or study. Um, are you in here, Wendy? Wendy, are you talking about moving back home to save money so that it's while you're working you're saving money, or because you need to go back to school and study something? The reason I'm asking is because there's definitely a very pragmatic reason for you to think about moving back home. But there's some other stuff going on here, and the thing that you need to know is that it's not going to be all it's cracked up to be necessarily. You might be hit with some disappointments, okay? It's not going to be, I think, easy for you. You're not going to move back home and feel like everything's just one big happy family again. Like some things are going to be a little bit different, and it's going to take time to reincorporate um, a living situation. All right. You will be able to navigate it though. Like it's not that you shouldn't do it. It's just that you need to kind of manage expectations right now. Yeah, because it's just not going to be all that you're hoping it will be. And I don't know if that's because maybe you're, I don't know, going to be disappointed in sharing space with people again, or, um, you're not going to save up as much money as you thought you were, or you're not going to get along with your family like you once did, or something. There's going to be some kind of a caveat where if you're thinking everything's going to be sunshine and daisies to some degree, it's not going to be. There are going to be some challenges with this. Um, Star card coming in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. There might be, is your mom involved? Or are you bringing, yeah, rose color. There's going to be some kind of like bad, not bad, I shouldn't say that. There's going to be some tension maybe between you and another female. And this female is going to be either a mother or a child figure. So it's either your child that's going to have a hard time assimilating, or it's going to be like a mom or stepmom or grandmother. There's some kind of mother-child relationship going on here that is going to not be totally cohesive. And also the Emperor coming in reverse. It's really going to require a lot of the Devil, and then the Nine of Swords. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. So is this the best thing for you to do? Is this really the best course of action? Okay, so here's the thing. If you decide that you absolutely must go back home because it's absolutely the best thing or the only thing, financially speaking, to put you in a situation where you can study or work or practice something, make sure you get all of the details ironed out first. Have conversations with your family. Make sure that everyone involved is on the same page. You want to mitigate potential issues in advance, okay? Get through all of those conversations first. Discuss how much you're going to be paying if you live there, What are the expectations if you live there? Because I don't think that things are going to be as you think they're going to be. And it's also not going to be for your family the way that they think it's going to be. It could be that they have just different expectations that you do. And if those aren't ironed out beforehand, they're going to really cause some problems. So you want to do two things right now. You want to make sure that moving back home is absolutely what needs to be done for the highest good. And if that is the decision, make sure you have all the details ironed out before making the move. Don't just jump into this. This is going to take some real thoughtful planning in order to mitigate any disasters. Yeah, rest on it. Don't act on this yet. There's more information needed. There's more stuff that has to be done before you move back home. And then once you've taken some time to like really assess all your options and then talk to your family to see if you know what that's going to look like, then maybe do another read and see if something has changed. Thank you for that question. Thank you for that answer. All right, I'm going to read for, let's see. I'm going to read for Kumar, and then I'm going to close it out, guys. So Kumar, please, ma'am, what kind of business I should start? Currently going through financial trouble. What kind of business I should start, and when? Currently financial trouble. All right, Kumar. Let's get your financial reading done here. What kind of business should Kumar start and when? Hanged Man in reverse. And the Fool. Oh, interesting. Knight of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords upright. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords upright. Okay. I think right now you are in a place where you're focused on solving the financial problem and you're not really keeping a super open perspective. Okay, the Hanged Man asks us to surrender to our current situation fully surrender to it. And when we surrender to it, we see everything, and we see it from a perspective that before surrendering, we were unable to see it from. There's more information for you. If you're focused right now on like, I got to start a business right now because I need to improve my financial situation, then I think you're going to be missing out. It is like you have an opportunity to start something new and exciting, but not before you fully engage in the surrender, not before you fully see the big picture, the full perspective. Okay, don't just jump into anything. You are being asked to start something new, but not until after you see the big picture. All right, and part of seeing that big picture means talking to the right people and being clear with the truth. Okay, you got a couple of cards in here that indicate that you might be manipulated. or easily persuaded, or people coming to you saying, hey, I got this great idea, you should start this business with me. And you could potentially get swept up in that and it not work out because it's not for you. Stay away from multi-level marketing. Stay away from any kind of Ponzi schemes. Stay away from somebody who says, hey, if you just invest all this money right now into, I don't know, gas station or stocks or, you know, something like that, you pump the brakes on that, okay? You need more exposure first. That's going to be a mistake. You need to look for what is actually the truth. You're getting your upright cards in your reading are swords. So you have a really good mind. You have a really good brain. And you're good at communicating. So you need to focus, whatever the business is, has to focus on intellect and communication. Okay? That's the kind of business that you want to consider, but you're not going to understand that until you really surrender to your situation and see everything. You need to see the big picture. You need a little bit more exposure and maybe even a little bit more education, which is why the page is coming in here. There's something that you can focus on in terms of your expertise. And in the meantime, start getting rid of the stuff you don't need. Okay, that's part of what happens when you surrender to a situation. You start letting go of the things that are just muddying the waters. Okay? And this has to be a self-starter. You can't ask other people for investing in you right now. It's not time for that. You can't rely on your family right now. You can't rely on your relationships right now. If you want to start your own business, it has to be coming from you and source. It has to be your own thing. Don't get it. You're getting a lot of cards here that say it's not time to get involved with other people in any way. There's no reciprocation with other people at the moment, except for in terms of seeking the truth and communicating the truth and receiving new education. This is very specific. This is not just new information. This is like educated information. These are beliefs and thoughts and truths. These are facts coming your way. All right? Stay open to the facts. Get your expertise in something. Your Ace of Cups says this is going to be your opportunity. That's going to feel fulfilling for you. You don't want to get involved in something that's like, I don't know, too creative. Like you're probably not going to be getting involved in any kind of service, like, or retail or food or art. Like I'm not seeing that kind of stuff. I'm seeing very regimented, educated, based on facts, almost like if you could be an accountant, you know, like this is going to be a sole responsibility. Yeah, think more along the lines of maths, sciences, accounting, finance, things of that nature, things or even teaching. I mean, that one doesn't feel as strong, but something that's going to really use your mind. You need to rely on your mind here, not on other people, not on big investments, not on Ponzi schemes, and not on anything too fluffy or creative. So that's and don't jump in yet. You need more information, you need more education. You need to hone in your expertise on this. Okay? So Kumar, I'm thinking maybe accounting or something of that nature for you. All right. You know what? I said Kumar was going to be the last, but I'm looking in here and we do have one more Crystallico. I'm going to do just a really quick, Ayurvedic medicine business, Kumar, maybe. Maybe. If you hone in on the skills with that one and really get your expertise, that could be something. It's a science. All right, last reading for today. Crystallico, I'm going to do a quick reading for you, and then I'm going to close it out because my throat is getting dry and I can't keep talking. Could we have a reading for Crystallico, please? Just a general reading. King of Cups. Oh, Two of Swords. Eight of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles upright. All right, so there's a chance that you're thinking about, I mean, I'm kind of getting the feel of like a relationship situation for you. Should I stay or should I go sort of thing? Or maybe you're choosing between two different people. You might be feeling a little bit trapped in your current relationship. Or it could be a grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. You're looking for new opportunities. You're looking for fulfillment. Yeah, this has to do with breaking off a relationship. And this could be a romantic relationship, or it could be a business partnership, or even a friendship. Like something is keeping you sort of stuck in a relationship that is no longer working. I think it's time to just probably let that one go. I mean, I don't think that... There's a little bit of maybe like you keep trying to make something work because of some reason, some made up reason, and you keep on putting effort into it, and it's just disappointing. I think the most loving, most generous thing for you to do is to let go of whatever you're attached to in terms of this relationship working out or working a certain way. Be kind and loving and generous and empathetic, but also direct that toward you as well. It really may be time to stop putting effort into an area that isn't working. Focus on some of the, you got a lot of cups and pentacles here. If you're focusing on an area of your life that just seems to be disappointing, you're putting the effort in, you're waiting for an outcome. It's probably got something to do with either a relationship that is very meaningful to you, or some kind of project, like something you're really passionate about. You might need to just take the... Is this about taking the good with the bad, or is this about letting things go? It's time for something new. It's time for something new. If you've been on the fence about something, staying or going, stopping something to start something else, this might very well be the time. You want to handle it with love. You want to handle, you're not trying to burn any bridges, but there is a degree of honesty that needs to occur, and naivety, curiosity. There's this Six of Cups coming in here really is having a profound impact on this reading, because there's a sense of doing things for the purpose of the highest good, and really trying to create the most love and compassion, and that being the reason for the change, rather than not doing it because you think that's where you can love your highest love. I think continuing it at this point for you is not how to most highly honor a situation. And it might be time for a break. It might be time for a break right now, and just do what you need to do to seek out love and joy at the moment, and offer it to others as well. You might find that it ends up being a win-win, the best for everyone involved if you act on that. Okay? So, but yeah, you're getting a go ahead on time for starting something new here. And if you're at a crossroads, you don't need to feel trapped. If you think that you're ready to move on and do something new, don't let your mind hold you back. It's like there's something really clearly inspiring you and interesting you. You're like, there's something there that you're like, oh, that actually resonates with me and I want to do it. And I can't do it because of these things that I've been focusing on. It might be time for you to very lovingly, compassionately, empathetically let those things that you've been focusing on know that there's something else now. Okay? And I think that's the direction to go in. I really do. Based on these cards, I think it's okay to stop putting the effort. And it's not like this thing that you're leaving is necessarily terrible. It's just that it's as good as it's going to be ever. It's good as it's ever going to get. And there's more for you to love. There's more love for you to give. Does that make sense? So yeah, consider starting something new. Just handle it. Treat the whole experience, the whole way. Treat it with love and empathy and compassion. Okay? In every direction. No burning bridges right now. Love and compassion all the way through. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you're so inclined, please consider liking and subscribing, sharing with your friends. I hope to see you again soon. I will return tomorrow for True Intentions Tuesday. That is when I grab the True Intentions deck and we discuss what are the true intentions of the people in our lives, and it helps give us a little bit of guidance in navigating some of our relationships. So thanks again. I hope to see you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful day.